There are so many scriptures available in India, which were even created more than 5,000, 10,000 years ago. Now, the question comes, is it still relevant? Is it about something which is obsolete, which is not relevant today? Or is it relevant in today's time? When the world is going so fast and so new, what is the point of holding it to, holding very strong to something which is very, very old? I'm talking about scriptures. What is the point of holding these scriptures? Is it relevant? Is there any use to hold on to these ancient old texts? That is the topic which I want to share to you all. Can scriptures show us a solution for the family problems? So that is what we are going to see. Those days they had something called as ashrama. Brahmacharya ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama, Sannyasa ashrama, Grihastha ashrama, and the order was the first phase is Brahmacharya ashrama, where a child will go to a Gurukulam and stay away from the society, not only parents but also from the society. The Gurukulam will be in the outskirts of the city and it will be almost in the forest. And Guru Patni, everybody will be full time exclusively dedicate their life for the benefit of the children, and they live there and they grow there, and once they are matured, once they are ready to face the world, and once they are guaranteeing, once they guarantee that they are going to be a useful component to the society, the Gurukul will send the kids out and the kids will get married, and then they will start into the second phase, that is Grihastha. And in Grihastha, they have the right to earn and the right to enjoy. Yes. So earning and enjoying is not part of the first phase, that is Brahmacharya Avastha, when they are in studying mode. There is no enjoyment and there is no money involved. Even the Gurukul is not run by a management or a business legend, etc. The Gurukul is also funded by the society, not even by the king. The entire society will fund and make sure that the Gurukul will run safely without the influence of one man or one corporate or one government. So money is not involved in Gurukul, and enjoyment, no way. There was no distraction. And today you see a 2-year-old kid in home will not eat if there is no cell phone. Correct? And we have seen so many people, the parents are boasting to all the guests that, see, my son will open any lock if I put in my cell phone, and any you give any phone, he will open WhatsApp, he will open YouTube, and he will open to that particular Cartoon Network channel and he will watch it. And we are very happy, and we are even bragging on the technological addiction which the kids have today. It is not only about the kids, even the school going people, they are in Facebook, they are in internet, they are in Instagram, and they are having so much of fun. I'm not against fun, but for what purpose? The child today is having something called as boredom, which 20 years ago nobody had in that age. Today a child is having stress which 20 years ago nobody had. Even the grown-ups were never heard of this word called stress in their life, regular life. And today school children are having stress, and they have gadgets, they have their own what do you call it, a PlayStation, and they have their own vehicles, they watch Netflix, they watch Amazon Prime, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, so many. I'm not against all these things, please don't mistake me. What I mean to say is there is so much of fun involved in today's Brahmacharya category, before marriage category. So much of fun is involved. KFCs are involved, McDonald's are involved, partying is involved, fun is involved, get together is involved, and because of which distractions are happening when they are supposed to focus. A 20-year-old guy is more focused, or a 10-year-old guy is more focused? A 6-year-old guy can listen more, or a 16-year-old guy can listen more? Obviously, you know the answer. When they are young, their attention span is deeper, their consciousness is more alert, and during that time, they are not having any focused approach, they are completely distracted. I don't mean to completely, declare that let us all take our children and drop it into a forest. No, not at all. Society can't run that way. What I want to say is the society has been changed in due course of time. Therefore, we need to understand we are not in the same phase which they were living then. That means the philosophy which they had then might not be useful or might not be relevant today also, right? Let us come to that little later. So therefore, the Grihastha is a category where they were allowed to enter into earning money and enjoyment. That is the second phase, Brahmacharya Avastha. And here enjoyment includes holistically almost everything. Sexual pleasure comes there. Materialistic pleasure comes there. Luxury comes there. Exactly, even luxury. In Gurukul, they were not allowed to use scent or makeup or any of those kind of self pleasure. Even a sophisticated court is not allowed. Khadva Rudoyam Jalma. That was a statement in Shastras that a person who is focused in studies during Brahmacharya Avastha, he should not focus on his physical pleasure also. That means he should not be allowed to sleep in a cot with so much of comfort, because if there is so much of comfort, then he may not get up early in the morning, and whenever he couldn't understand a subject, his mind says, let's go to bed, let's go to bed, let's go to bed, let's sleep. And that is the reason why they said that they kept this luxury, happiness, and fun, etc., little away, so that you first focus now, you first study now, you first get good antivirus to your society, to your system. And once you have installed antivirus in you, then you are free to go to the society. Therefore, no virus at any time can affect you. You will be free and you can be useful component to the society, and you will not become an antibody to the society. But unfortunately, let us leave the system now. Anyway, we are in a different setup altogether. Today, the setup is completely different. Everybody are into fun and enjoyment, movies, so many things. So this is called Grihastha, where fun and money is involved. And then comes Vanaprastha, the third level, where in Vanaprastha, people are allowed to slowly walk off from their personal responsibilities. Everybody will have their own commitments, they will have their own responsibilities for the family. Let's say I am now 45 and my son got into the Gurukul and came out of Gurukul, and now I am going to get him married to somebody, and once he is set and once I play with my grandchildren and have some fun as a grandfather, and after making a setup and make sure that the family will run without me and my wife, then slowly I'll move away from my house and I will take a social responsibility than my personal responsibility. A Grihastha is forced to take care of his family, and first preference is his family and then society. And once a person has achieved what he was supposed to do, then he is getting promotion to the third level, which is called Vanaprastha, where a person can slowly take leave from his personal responsibility and commitment, and he can be more useful to the larger community. It's giving back, where such people will guide the system, such people will be useful for the society, such people will take care of the society in large and make sure that the balance in the society is maintained. And then comes the sannyas ashrama. It's a spiritual part where after giving back to the society, then comes the inner search, the inner call, the aspiration for the individual growth, spiritual growth, and there they take the sannyas, focus on themselves, and they do sadhana and they liberate themselves. This is the structure which the ancients had in India. Today, we all together have a different setup. We don't have brahmacharya ashrama. Yes, we don't have. Though there are people, those who are not married, but they are not brahmacharis because they don't stay away from the graha house. They are all staying together. So whatever a grihastha will have, everything the children are also having. They have a separate room, they have a cot, they have fun, they have TV, they have movies, they have cell phones, they have parties. So education is also part of whatever they have. So in today's time, that Varnashrama dimension doesn't apply fully. Then what do we have today? We have a messed up system. What is this messed up system? Let me ask the basic question. What is the source of all problems? The source of all problems? Any problem. Let us take India and China war. Let us take local politics, or let us take family fight between husband and wife or father and mother, or let us even take someone who is third standard child coming very upset and telling his mother that again that Rishabh who's sitting next to me in classroom stole my pencil. Tomorrow I'm going to beat him, or I beat him today already. Including this problem, we are taking India and China problem, and also we are taking a third standard boy fighting or crying for his pencil, stolen pencil. So all these problems, what is the source? From where this problem is happening? Or at least where exactly we need to work if we want to stop all these problems, starting from the pencil crying till the nation's crying. What we need to change? Our buddhi and manas. Our buddhi and manas, if we change, the problems of outside, all problems of outside can be managed. Unfortunately, in today's time, the mind and intelligence are not addressed at all. We teach physics, chemistry, maths, biology, geography, botany, zoology, civics, whatnot, environmental science, astrology, artificial intelligence, coding, computer, dance, yoga, yogasana, I mean, right? Bending, and they do demo. You name it, everything is given in school, but nobody discuss what is mind. When will mind react in what way? And when mind reacts in such a way, how should we act on the mind? Why do people decide wrongly? What exactly is the problem of human consciousness? Nobody even discuss any of these things. When we closely observe, one thing we will understand, all the ancient scriptures in one way or the other tries to teach us what is these two and how to handle these two. This is what our Indian scriptures say most of the time. And that is why discussing or understanding Indian scripture is very, very relevant. Now, let us see what is the origin of family relationship related conflicts. Now, I don't want to just give a philosophical solution and run away from you. I'm going to give you a few samples, few real life incidents where people literally used the scriptural knowledge in their family problems. Let me tell you one story first.